Good morning. It's Tuesday, August 2nd. Day 22 of self-employment here at Scott Yates PR. First thing we need to do today, let's check in on yesterday's to-do list. I'm proud to say that the vacation vlogs from last week's trip to Kauai have finally posted. And you know, I want to take a second and just acknowledge the fact that I did not do what I said I would do. First of all, I said I would vlog every day from Kauai to give some beautiful images to this vlog. That didn't happen. I produced a vlog, which are now uploaded. I hope you enjoy those, but I just couldn't get them to post. The Wi-Fi was not cooperating. And as you'll see, it just took me away from my family and the vacation, so I decided to step away, but those are now posted. Second, I flew the drone the first day, and it got a little sketchy. I almost lost it in the wind, and every day it was either windy, too windy for my comfort level, or it was wet and rainy, not good for the drone. So I did not fly the drone as much as I promised. I only flew it one day. I'm a little disappointed in myself in that, and I'm sorry. Second, I finished yesterday's vlog. It's now uploading. Third, confirm appointments. Done. Fourth, emails. It was the first thing I did yesterday, and it did lead to a lot of work. The emails themselves are done. I've gone through them. I've responded to the ones that needed to be responded to, but there's a lot of work that was generated. A lot of it I knew going into the trip that I was going to have these to-do lists when I got back, but these, priority numero uno for the rest of this week. Take care of the work, get the client work done. And the last thing on the list, it's still here. It's going to be here till later today. Unpack and do laundry. So it's not quite 11 o'clock yet, 11 a.m. here on Tuesday. The to-do list is nearly done, as you just saw, and I'm getting ready to head out to Davis, California, where I'm having a lunch meeting with my former boss and friend. Gonna check in, see how things are going, and see what possibilities might exist for the future. First, I needed to get some air in the tire. I definitely need to get that slow leak fixed, but I know what they're gonna tell me. I actually need 4 new tires, and that sounds really expensive. So that's just gonna have to wait a couple more days. I felt really bad about not flying the drone in Hawaii as I'd promised. First of all, flying the drone is a lot of fun. It's a little nerve-wracking because I'm not super good at it yet, but once it's up in the air and I have some control over it, I love it. I love the experience. I love the images it captures. But like I said earlier, with the wind and the moisture in the air, either rain or 98% humidity, I just wasn't real comfortable with it up in the sky. So, on my way home from my meeting in Davis today, I stopped by Discovery Park in Sacramento and took some footage. Okay, my bags from the trip are officially unpacked. Clothes are put away. Bags will go up in storage after Grace and the boys get home, so I can put all the bags up at the same time. There's a load of laundry going, which means I just have one more thing to do to officially be back home. Hello everybody, we're almost at the end of today's vlog, but I've got to tell you, I just had dinner with my mom and my dad. We went out to sushi because on Tuesdays, the first Tuesday of every month, we do First Tuesday dinners with Mom and Dad. Grace and the boys aren't here, but I took up the offer to go get some sushi at Sushi Cafe, and it was delicious. While talking with my parents, I realized that I may have a piece of information of value that some of you might like to take advantage of. And for those of you, you 76 subscribers who have chosen to watch my videos and humor me with the idea that someone out there is paying attention, I thank you and I'm grateful. And for that, I'm going to share a little tip. First, the facts. Grace and I made a 65% return on a Nintendo investment that we held for about 3 months. We bought in at less than $18 a share and exited at just under $31 a share. Pretty profit. Keep in mind, it's the percentage that's important. If you have $1 invested and you make a 65-cent return, you make 65 cents. Not that impressive. But if you have $10,000 invested and you make a $6,500 return, that's more impressive. So the potential rewards are based on your personal bank account. Here's the tip. It's a fact that at the end of August, the Federal Aviation Administration is going to release new rules regarding drone flight in the United States. They're essentially going to open the skies for folks who are hobbyists right now, like myself, to become commercial users, meaning they can fly their drones for profit. Think of the potential. Drone footage of local golf courses, wedding photography. That's not something I'm interested in, but it's something somebody will be interested in. Real estate use, construction companies, search and rescue. That's already happening now, but there are just a host of ways people can make money using drone photography to support work they're already doing. Why is that important? Because once the skies are opened up, companies that currently sell products to support drones in the drone industry are going to reap profits. So, where should you be investing your money? This is my drone. It's a DJI Phantom Advanced. The key term here is DJI. That's the company's name. If you have some money and want to get ahead of this drone curve, that's the company you should invest in. However, you can't. They are privately held. So you can't invest in DJI, but you want to get in on the rising tide of the drone industry. Where should you put your money? Well, GoPro Bo and GoPro Jack don't mess around. They're telling you, put your money into GoPro. Not coincidentally, GoPro has announced plans to release a new drone just in time for this year's Christmas shopping season. Let's imagine a calendar for a moment. Okay, here are the facts that we know today. Today, August 2nd, GoPro stock here on the New York Stock Exchange closed at $12.55 per share. On August 28th of this month, the Federal Aviation Administration is going to open the skies for commercial drone users. There will still be some hoops that folks have to jump through, but it's not going to be nearly as stringent as they were. Previously, and actually currently, you have to have an FAA exemption only obtained by licensed pilots in order to fly a drone commercially. All that's going to be released. It's essentially going to be a written test with some other safety standards that you have to take. It's going to be like getting a driver's permit. Okay, so today we have a $12.55 stock price, and we know that at the end of this month the FAA is going to reduce regulations and make it much easier for folks to fly drones commercially. What do we know about GoPro? We know that GoPro makes sick cameras for all-purpose, all-weather shooting, and they also make great photography equipment for drones. More specifically, we know that in May they delayed the launch of their new Karma drone. Industry analysts said it was because of low declining sales, blah, blah, blah. I call bullshit. Look at the facts. This is the marketing window for the new Karma drone. Why? Well, because the FAA is going to create free publicity. It's going to be all over the news. When the FAA opens up the skies, headlines across the country are going to talk about new drones, the possibilities of new drones, industries for new drones. And oh, coincidentally, GoPro happens to be releasing their new Karma next month, just in time for this year's Christmas shopping season. It's not a coincidence, folks. It's marketing. So we know the new Karma is expected in time for this year's Christmas season. Let's call that mid-October. Karma, that's the new GoPro drone. So what's going to happen to the stock price between now and then? I don't know. Neither do you. But what I do know is that $12.55 is probably a safe entry point to get into the GoPro market because open airways, a new high-end, well-marketed drone just in time for the Christmas season. That's a money tree, aka a Christmas tree, equals huge sales for the Karma drone. Huge sales equals happy investors and increased stock prices. How high will GoPro go in stock price? I don't know. How high do you need it to go before you get out? I know what my price point is. Figure out yours, figure out how much money you have to invest now, and contact your local broker.